And there was also an issue brought up over the past few weeks about me making these videos. You know, some people feel that we should just keep shit on the hush, and then when you put shit out there, the white folks know it. But again, if you listen to what the hell I'm saying, behind the people on the street level that's doing the bullshit are what are known as handlers, other Negroes in the community that got different positions. It could be anything from a preacher to a merchant to a nonprofit. And then we know one of the main folks calling shots in our community has been Mark Ridley Thomas. So above the handler has been his network, and then above them are white folks. So again, by the time this shit happens on the street level, the white people already know what the fuck is happening. They're influencing what's happening. So by us exposing it isn't bringing them into nothing they don't know. But again, by us talking on it, it allows more of us to be aware and not get caught up in the bullshit. You know, like I was just saying, right now they're going behind everything we do. They're reaching out to everybody we're working with, trying to charm and persuade and seduce them in all these different types of ways. But at the end of the day, they fucking snakes. They don't have no real good intentions. They just trying to reel you in, one, away from us. You know, they successfully turned a couple folks against us, but that are their intentions between now and Juneteenth immediately. You know, because again, a lot of them have this agenda to bring in all these corporations. And once again, we just proved you don't need these white motherfuckers' dollars to do some successful shit. And again, a couple vendors told me they didn't do that great on King Day, but most of them told me they loved it. You know, they were grateful that we did it, even though motherfuckers didn't hardly, give up no damn donations to help pay for the parties, help pay for the cleanup. Shame on y'all. But they said they loved it. And that's something else that was different between us doing it, the people organizing doing it, and the shit they did on Juneteenth. On Juneteenth, they charged folks $200 to set up. How much will y'all charge to set up on Juneteenth? Some of the vendors might not be on this video, but once you see it, if Instagram don't delete this shit, because they was fucking with me all day on King Day. But that's the question. Ask the vendors how much will they charge on Juneteenth. They weren't charged shit. You know what I'm saying? And we were still able to make that shit happen. So, not Juneteenth, on King Day. Ask them how much were they charged on King Day. And then ask them how much were they charged last summer on Juneteenth. They would charge $200 just to set up, and then the food vendors would charge anywhere from another $85 to $185, which some of them finally got back like 4 months later. So again, this is the difference I'm saying between people who, mostly new people, coming in with that bullshit. Because again, the whole reason Africatown exists is because people for decades have put their all into building community. Elders like the Elder Akil, Sister Kaylee, King OG, numerous others, Brother Seeker, put all their time and energy into making these events where the community could come together and enjoy themselves. And they weren't pulling in all these damn corporate vampires. They weren't excluding different people because they didn't like their products or they didn't like what they set up looked like. This is all these new motherfuckers, these Black Lamert sellout motherfuckers coming with all this bullshit to help gentrify the community. And first and foremost, like I told folks before Juneteenth, the shit you see on Juneteenth is ultimately what they want with the community overall. So, fortunately we were able to get King Day at the last minute and make the most out of it. But moving forward between now and Juneteenth, that's going to be another battle. I was just in the village about an hour ago, and they have started trimming the trees. So they had told us sister put $0. That's right. You know what I'm saying? King Day, y'all would charge $0. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way we looking at Juneteenth, because it is going to be on a Sunday. Our Sunday vendors, we are going to be asking y'all for that regular fee you pay, and maybe the month leading up to it, maybe an extra $5 or $10 a week, just so we can promote it, so we can get a stage. That was the only thing on King Day we weren't able to do that we wanted to do, was get a stage. But any sponsors we bring in, we will see if they can help with that. So we don't have to charge an extra $5 or $10. But again, it sure ain't gonna be no damn $200 motherfucking dollars. So all them niggas can go home with thousands of dollars in their pocket and shit, just like they did last summer, showing up with new vehicles and all that shit while they taking money out of the mouths of people trying to feed their children, taking money out the hands of people sleeping in fucking cars. You know, these motherfuckers got homes, but again, it shows you the toxic sickness that these niggas who deal with these white motherfuckers got, the same mentality. Dr. Bobby Wright called it the psychopathic racial personality that's cultivated in black folks. Let's see. So I spoke on the Degnan Improvement Project. Last week, we finally were able to sit down with some of the merchants, and for the most part, at that time, they didn't know anything about it. We're being told there will be another meeting tomorrow, another special meeting where only a select few people in the community are being invited to. This is what is normally called the Lamert Park Village Stakeholders Meeting. It normally happens on the first Monday of the month. And for whatever reason, it's happening this Thursday, invite only. You know, we hit them up to see if we can get invited. To date, we haven't heard nothing yet. I was told that normally they don't send out the code until the day of, but we're gonna see how that goes. But again, in the meeting with the merchants last week, they told us they didn't know anything as far as a start date. We did see different, I don't know what you call them, speculators or whatever, folks out there measuring the community. And we asked them when was the project gonna start, and all they told us was soon. You know, we tried to get an exact date. They claimed they didn't know. But again, by them measuring last week, the trees are being trimmed this week. We got some other information that might suggest it might not be till the end of this month, the beginning of the 1st of February. But after tomorrow's night meeting, hopefully we will know. And we most definitely are going to share with folks. So all of our vendors, we would encourage y'all to go ahead and prepare for another regular marketplace this Sunday. If anything changes between now and then, we will let you know. In that meeting with the merchant, Tony was on it, and he did share that he did ask the council office about whether or not there would be a Juneteenth, and he claims the council office told him there would be a Juneteenth. So again, by him bringing it up, speaking on it, the other day on the news, it was announced that the King Day Parade is going to be moved, postponed until Juneteenth. So again, now we have all of these entities again speaking on Juneteenth, and it falls on a Sunday. So again, permit or no permit, the fact that this shit is on a Sunday, it belongs to the people. It belongs to the people who have put their time and energy into making sure the Sunday happens for decades now. I'm talking about from drummers to vendors to everybody else, including Africa Town. So, you know, whether the permit stands in favor of other people or whether the merchants and really Thomas somehow managed to get the permit to cooperate with them, the bottom line is Juneteenth is happening for the people. So again, if we got to boycott, if we got to do recalls, whatever the fuck we got to do, if motherfuckers want to try to be greedy once again and infringe upon the people's right to do shit, then we will have to do what we have to do to make sure the village survives. You know, y'all got Lamert Boulevard. That shit is wide open. You got 43rd Street. You can shut down Crenshaw. You can shut down Vernon. You can shut down all of that other shit and, you know, sell your ass to the corporations on those streets. If that's what you motherfuckers is that desperate, if y'all plotting and conspiring and all that shit, sending these ill-ass witches after me with fucking knives, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck y'all think really gonna happen if some shit happens to me? You niggas think you gonna live happily ever after? Huh? Y'all think y'all gonna be able to just keep walking in and out the village and ain't shit gonna fucking happen? I'm saying that's what the fuck narcissism does. It prevents motherfuckers from thinking intelligently, nigga. It will be consequences and repercussions with whatever the fuck happens. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who in your mind you think you are, because we done heard niggas say, oh, I'm the one that saved the village. Nigga, you ain't saved shit. People still sleeping in their fucking cars, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got shit way the fucked up. Not only will we shut your shit in the village down, we will come way the fuck out there in the valley and shut your shit down. You got it fucked up. Also, as far as the Degnan Improvement Project, there was an LA Times article that came out where the city assessor, city controller, somebody that worked with the city was talking about there's already been an issue with how they repair streets. Instead of them just focusing on on the concrete parts that are destroyed with the tree roots. They're repairing too much of the damn sidewalk. They're replacing parts of the sidewalk that don't need to be replaced. I shared the article, I think, a few days ago, but it was just breaking that down, how both time and resources are being wasted and doing repairs that are not needed. So again, where everybody knows in the village, the streets have been fucked up for too long, the sidewalks been fucked up for too long, that shit needs to be repaired. But all this design shit with all these plaques and making rivers flow down the motherfucking sidewalk that's taking up all the extra time, that's that bullshit. Because again, they're replacing black people with black art. And again, that's what can't be accepted. We found that the money that they're using for this project is coming from both the gas tax fund and the Measure M fund. And when we looked those funds up, those funds were specifically for repairs. Those funds didn't say shit about no fucking artwork and designs and all this other shit that they're talking about is going to take up all this time. And again, that's how they confuse folks. They say a Degnan Boulevard improvement project. Okay, it needs to be improved. The actual structure needs to be improved, but the fact that all this other money and all this other shit is going into the motherfucking design, that's where the bullshit comes in. Because a lot of merchants and even some vendors say, yeah, you know, fix this shit, not knowing the trickery behind that includes the motherfucking artwork. Here come this security guard. The shit might be getting interesting for a second.